Hello everyone, welcome back to TechBlog 66. Today's video is going to be a little different, a little deeper, and definitely more personal, because we are talking about one of the most poetic and challenging films ever made. The movie is Mirror, released in 1975, directed by the legendary Russian filmmaker Andrei Tarkovsky. Mirror is not a movie you simply watch. It is a movie you experience. There is no traditional storyline, no clear beginning, middle, or end, and no simple explanation handed to the audience. Instead, Tarkovsky invites us into a stream of memories, emotions, dreams, and reflections that feel intimate and universal at the same time. At its core, Mirror is about memory. It explores how we remember our childhood, our parents, our regrets, our fears, and our sense of identity. The film centers loosely around a man named Alexei, who is never clearly seen as an adult. We hear his voice, we feel his presence, but most of what we learn about him comes through fragments of his past. These memories move freely between different time periods, blending childhood scenes, wartime experiences, dreams, and historical footage. One of the most striking aspects of Mirror is its nonlinear structure. Tarkovsky does not follow a logical timeline. Instead, the film flows like human memory itself. One moment we are in the past, the next we are in the present, and suddenly we are inside a dream. Scenes repeat with variations, faces reappear in different roles, and time seems to collapse into itself. This can be confusing for first-time viewers, but that confusion is intentional. Tarkovsky wanted the audience to feel, not decode. The performances in Mirror are subtle and deeply emotional. Margarita Tarakova plays both Alexei's mother and his former wife, a bold artistic choice that reinforces the film's themes of memory and emotional overlap. Her expressions, body language, and quiet intensity carry much of the film's emotional weight. The child actors also deliver natural and heartfelt performances, especially in scenes depicting childhood fear, curiosity, and longing. Visually, Mirror is breathtaking. Tarkovsky uses long takes, slow camera movements, and carefully composed frames that feel like living paintings. Everyday moments, such as wind moving through grass, water dripping, or a woman washing her hair, are filmed with reverence and beauty. These ordinary actions become extraordinary because Tarkovsky treats them as sacred memories frozen in time. The use of black and white and color cinematography is another powerful element. The film switches between color, black and white, and sepia tones without explanation. These shifts reflect emotional states rather than historical accuracy. Color often represents vivid memory or dream, while black and white feels distant, like a photograph fading with age. The transitions are smooth and poetic, adding to the dreamlike atmosphere. Sound and music play a crucial role in Mirror. Tarkovsky uses classical music, natural sounds, and moments of silence to shape the film's emotional rhythm. The sound of wind, rain, and footsteps often speaks louder than dialogue. There is also the use of poetry, written by Tarkovsky's father, Arsenij Tarkovsky, which adds a deeply personal layer to the film. These poems are not explanations but emotional anchors that guide the viewer through the experience. Another unique feature of Mirror is the inclusion of real historical footage, including scenes from World War II, the Spanish Civil War, and Soviet-era events. These moments ground the personal story within a broader historical context, suggesting that individual memory and national memory are intertwined. Tarkovsky shows how personal lives are shaped by forces beyond our control, such as war, politics, and social change. It is important to say that Mirror is not an easy film. It does not offer clear answers or simple entertainment. Some viewers may find it slow, confusing, or even frustrating. However, for those willing to engage with it on an emotional and philosophical level, the film can be deeply moving. It asks the audience to reflect on their own memories, relationships, and sense of self. Tarkovsky once said that cinema should sculpt in time, and Mirror is perhaps the purest example of that idea. Time in this film is fluid. The past is always present, and the present is shaped by the past. Watching Mirror feels like opening someone else's diary and discovering your own memories written inside it. From a filmmaking perspective, Mirror is a masterclass in artistic courage. Tarkovsky did not compromise his vision, even when critics and audiences were divided. Over the years, the film has gained recognition as one of the greatest works of world cinema. Directors, critics, and film scholars continue to study and admire it for its originality and emotional depth. In conclusion, Mirror is not a movie for casual viewing, but it is a film that stays with you long after it ends. It is about childhood, family, love, loss, guilt, and the passage of time. It reminds us that life is not remembered in neat chapters, but in fragments, sensations, and fleeting images. If you approach it with patience and an open heart, Mirror can be a profoundly personal and unforgettable experience. If you enjoy thoughtful cinema that challenges the way stories are told, then Mirror is absolutely worth your time. Let me know in the comments what you felt while watching this film, and if you think cinema should sometimes be more about emotion than explanation. Thank you for watching TechBlog 66. This movie is available on YouTube free.